Hello all, welcome to my channel. In case you are watching for the first time, this is a channel on engineering studies focusing more on electrical and electronics engineering. Please check description link for more videos. Also please like, share and subscribe. Do click on the bell icon to get notified as I upload new video on every day. I also have another channel related to competitive examination and school level science coaching. That channel is namely Winners Capsule. Please support it by sharing with your friends. You can find the link in the description box. In this session, I'll be discussing what is a digital transducer. This topic is belong to the sensors and transducer. This is the 26th video of this particular playlist. Let's understand what do you mean by digital transducer, why it is required. Let us move on to the definition. In case of digital transducer, the output will be coded digital signal. In case of normal type of transducer, the output will be continuously varying signal. It may be in the terms of current or voltage. But in case of digital transducer, we are able to get the output like 0, 1, 1, 0, etc. Like a binary code. You must have heard about binary code. And also in case of digital transducer, there will be always an analog to digital converter, ADC. And also, in case of digital transducer, there will not be any quantization error. There are a lot of advantages of digital transducer that will be discussed at the end of this particular portion. Anyway, we have to understand that in case of digital transducer, output will be digitally coded signal in spite of the continuously varying current or voltage. So that is the definition of digital transducer. You can give one example of digital transducer as encoder. Encoder is an example of digital transducer. Let us understand how digital transducer operate. We have physical variables such as pressure, temperature, force, torque, etc. These are the physical variables. Our ultimate goal is to convert physical variable into electrical quantity with the help of transducer. First stage includes an analog transducer. With the help of analog transducer, the physical signal that will be converted into analog signal. In case of analog signal, it will be in terms of current or voltage. It varies with respect to time. Now we are going to use one ADC, analog to digital converter. So in case of ADC, there are different techniques like successive approximation. One of the technique is called a successive approximation. Likewise, there are many more techniques. However, successive approximation method is quite familiar. With the help of the successive approximation technique, the ADC, in case of ADC, one of the technique is called a successive approximation. So that will convert the analog signal into digital output like 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay, you are able to get the digital output. So it depends on the physical variable, the digital output is getting varied. So this type of transducer generally called as digital transducer. Okay, so major examples of digital transducer are encoder, then digital resolver, digital tachometer. So these are the quite commonly used digital transducer. In this particular slide, you will be learning how does digital transducer operate. What are the major examples of digital transducer? Let us continue. For example, the digital output with respect to the physical variable, we will be able to get the digital output. Most of the digital transducer, which is having the binary information. Okay. For example, if I talk about digital encoder, this is one of the type of digital type transducer. We may get the output as 187. For example, 187. So please write 187 into binary value like 110111000. You know how to write it, correct? No? In spite of 8, I'll be writing 0111. In spite of in spite of 7, I'll be writing 0111. Then instead of 8, I am going to write 1000. Then in spite of 1, I am going to write 0001. I think you must have known that. If you require any videos on how to convert the decimal value into binary code, I'll be preparing that. So I'm going to, in future, I'm going to plan the pulse and digital electronics. At that time, I'll be making out. Okay. At that time, I'll notify you. So this is regarding the output of digital encoder look like. Okay. And also sometimes the digital encoder uses gray code or XS3 code. Okay, XS3 depends on the application. The digital encoder uses either gray code or XS3 code. What is application of gray code? Suppose if any location of angular position is required for a particular rotating shaft, we'll be using gray code techniques in the digital encoder. And also different type of code such as octal code. Octal code means base 8. Hexadecimal code base 16 are also used for the special type of measurement. However, the binary code is quite popular. Apart from that, XS3 code, gray code, octal code, hexa codes also will be employed in some cases of digital encoders. So this is just for your information. You need to understand that different digital forms are used in digital transducer. Okay. How does digital encoder operate? Let us understand the working of digital encoder. Very simple. You have to familiar the components of digital encoder. You can able to see an LED source here, light emitting diode source. And this is your shaft of the machine, mechanical part shaft. This is a mechanical device, one of the shaft of the machine. And we can able to see a transparent windows. Lot of slits are available. Slit, or you can call it as a transparent windows, like a square shaped. Okay, it is very clear. Okay, the shaft will be connected to mechanical body. Whenever the mechanical object moves, the shaft is also getting operated. And here we are having the sensors. What are the sensors normally used? Normally we are employing a light sensor such as photodiode, phototransistor, etc. Correct? So with respect to the activation of light, the sensor is getting operated. The sensor produces the electrical output. We are already having the light source and we are having the window, small window, that is called a slit, S-L-I-T. Okay, slit, or you can call it as a small window. You know that the shaft is going to operate continuously. With respect to the operation of shaft, the opaque disc, this is actually opaque disc. It is made up of transparent material. That opaque disc is also getting operated. Okay. And now, what I wanted to measure is, I wanted to measure the speed. Suppose how the movement of the shaft, how about the movement of how fast it is going to operate. So for example, speed need to be measured. First of all, mechanical body that has to be connected to the shaft. As the mechanical body moves, the shaft is getting operated. As the shaft is operated, what is going to happen? The disc is also started moving. You know that a continuous light source will be falling over the particular disc. Here we are using a phototransistor or photodiode or any type of light sensor we are going to employ here. With respect to the activation of LED, what is going to happen? The sensor is getting activated. Okay. Anyway, I already mentioned that there is a window. Okay. Whenever light is not falling over the window, the output is 0. Okay. Whenever light is passing through the window, I am able to get the output as 1. Likewise, I am going to get the pattern. With respect to the movement of the how fast it is, you'll be able to get the signal. For example, it will be 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. It likes in this manner. Suppose if the shaft speed is very much fast, the digital output, the sample rate of the digital output is also high. Okay. Likewise, you can able to measure different type of parameters. If no output means 0, if any high output means 1. Likewise, you can able to get the output. So I have mentioned the output in this manner. With respect to the movement, you can able to record the output like in terms of 1 and 0, like a binary information. So this type of arrangement is known as optical encoder. The main thing is we require the opaque disc with a lot of slits or window, and we require one LED source and light sensor. Then you have to connect the mechanical body to the shaft. With respect to the movement, you are able to get the digital output. It is a non-contact encoder. It has highly advantageous features. No wear and tear, no friction. Many things can be mitigated. One more type of digital transducer is termed as digital pressure transducer. Here, pressure is a physical quantity. It is a physical quantity, correct? Physical quantity. I wanted to measure the pressure, magnitude of pressure. Okay, force per area, Newton per meter square I have to measure. And we are having a strain gauge. With respect to the strain pressure change, The output of strain gauge is also getting varied, especially resistance value will be changed. Okay, the signal will be collected across. There will be external excitation supply externally, which will be providing. So the signal will be getting amplified with the help of amplifier. For that amplifier also there will be require a supply. Then the output of amplifier that will be connected to ADC. As I told you that we require an ADC for a digital transducer. So ADC output will be purely digital. Then the output of ADC that is connected to output controller. Here the heart of the controller is microprocessor. So the output controller gives the digital display to, and also the microcontroller will operate according to the program. For that purpose, we have to provide the excitation supply of 5 volt, say 5 volt, because microcontroller also operating around the 5 volt. Okay, so that whatever the pressure you are going to apply here, you are able to get the coding. You are able to 1010. Likewise, you are able to digital output. This is basically a digital output. Okay, this is the way how does digital pressure transducer operate. Exam they may ask that explain the working principle of a digital pressure transducer. You have to mention different stages and how the analog quantities are converting into digital quantity, that you have to mention in the transducer mainly, and also how the entire system operates. These are the responsibility whenever you are going to explain this particular topic. And a magnetic encoder is also similar, and we are having the digital output. This is your digital output. Okay, we are having the magnet toroid. The inductive coil arranged in a circular shape is known as toroid. And we are having the energizing signal, and the input will be given over the input, analog input. So with respect to analog input, I am able to get the output signal such as 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2. Likewise, I am able to get the output. So this arrangement is known as magnetic encoder. Okay. So we have to familiar about the operation of magnetic encoder. What are the major advantages of digital transducer, especially the magnetic encoder? Increased accuracy. Data manipulation is very simple. There won't be any distortion and quantization error, and free from external noise and disturbance. These are the major features of digital transducer. There are a lot of applications in the area like door control devices, lens grinding machines, converting machinery, labeling machine, drilling machine, mixing machine, and medical equipments, robotics, length, bottling machines, telescope, conveyor belt, process lines, CNC machines, automatic welding, barcode reader, rolling mills, elevators. Likewise, you can able to list so many applications. In every application, nowadays, these digital transducers are highly recommended. In this session, I mainly focused on the different type of digital transducer, how the digital transducer operate, and I have collected the scenario also. If you are having any clarification, please do update me. You can able to write in the comment box. Definitely, I will try to reply back.